John chapter 11. Now a man named Lazarus was sick. He was from Bethany, the village of Mary and her sister Martha. This Mary, whose brother Lazarus was sick, was the same one who anointed the Lord with perfume and wiped his feet with her hair. So the sisters sent word to Jesus saying, "Lord, the one you love is sick." When Jesus heard this, he said, "This sickness will not end in death. It is for the glory of God, so that the Son of God may be glorified through it." Now Jesus loved Martha and her sister and Lazarus. Yet when he heard that Lazarus was sick, he stayed where he was 2 days longer. Then he said to his disciples, "Let us go back to Judea." They said, "Rabbi, the Jews, they were just trying to stone you, and you are going back." Jesus answered, "Are there not 12 hours in the day? Anyone who walks in the daylight does not stumble, for he sees by this world's light. But when he walks at night, he stumbles because the light is not in him." After he said this, he told them, "Our friend Lazarus has fallen asleep, but I am going there to wake him." His disciples said, "Lord, if he sleeps, he will recover." Jesus had been speaking of his death, but they thought he meant natural sleep, so he told them plainly, "Lazarus is dead, and for your sake I am glad I was not there, so that you may believe. But let us go to him." Then Thomas, called the twin, said to the others, "Let us also go, that we may die with him." When Jesus arrived, he found that Lazarus had already been in the tomb 4 days. Bethany was less than 2 miles from Jerusalem, and many Jews had come to comfort Martha and Mary in their loss. When Martha heard that Jesus was coming, she went out to meet him, but Mary stayed at home. Martha said to Jesus, "Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died. But even now I know that whatever you ask from God, God will give you." Jesus said to her, "Your brother will rise again." Martha answered, "I know he will rise again in the resurrection at the last day." Jesus said to her, "I am the resurrection and the life. Whoever believes in me, though he dies, will live. And everyone who lives and believes in me will never die." "Do you believe this?" "Yes, Lord," she said, "I believe that you are the Christ, the Son of God, who was to come into the world." After she had said this, she went back and called her sister Mary aside. "The teacher is here," she said, "and is calling for you." When Mary heard this, she got up quickly and went to him. Jesus had not yet entered the village, but was still at the place where Martha had met him. When the Jews who had been comforting Mary saw her get up quickly and go out, they followed her, supposing brother would not have died. When Jesus saw her weeping, and the Jews who had come with her also weeping, he was deeply moved in spirit and troubled. He said, "Where have you laid him?" They said, "Lord, come and see." Jesus wept. Then the Jews said, "See how he loved him." But some said, "Could not he who opened the eyes of the blind have kept this man from dying?" Then Jesus, once more deeply moved, came to the tomb. It was a cave with a stone lying against the entrance. He said, "Take away the stone." Martha, the sister of the dead man, said, "Lord, by now there will be a stench, for he has been dead for days." Jesus said, "Did I not tell you that if you believe you will see the glory of God?" So they took away the stone. Then Jesus looked up and said, "Father, I thank you that you have heard me. I knew that you always hear me. But I said this for the sake of the people standing here, that they may believe you sent me." When he had said this, he cried out in a loud voice, "Lazarus, come out!" The man who had been dead came out, his hands and feet bound with strips of linen, and his face wrapped in a cloth. Jesus said to them, "Unbind him and let him go."
Many of the Jews who had come to visit Mary and had seen what Jesus did believed in him. But some of them went to the Pharisees and told them what Jesus had done. Then the chief priests and the Pharisees called a meeting of the council. "What are we accomplishing?" they asked. "This man performs many signs. If we let him go on like this, everyone will believe in him, and the Romans will come and take away our place and our nation." Then one of them, Caiaphas, who was high priest that year, said, "You know nothing at all. You do not realize that it is better for one man to die for the people than for the whole nation to perish." He did not say this on his own, but as high priest that year he prophesied that Jesus would die for the nation, and not only for that nation, but also to gather together the scattered children of God. So from that day on, they plotted to put him to death. Therefore Jesus no longer moved about publicly among the Jews, but withdrew to a region near the wilderness, to a town called Ephraim. And there he stayed with his disciples. Now the Passover of the Jews was near, and many went up from the country to Jerusalem to purify themselves before the feast. They kept looking for Jesus, and standing in the temple they asked one another, "What do you think? Will he come to the feast?" But the chief